Hello there, Mark here. Welcome to Recent Vinyl Finds number 92. Lots to show. Some VCLT from a friend. Some records I picked up at my local record show. What I learned, I really don't. There's very little that I want at this point. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know what the items are. Smith's 12-inch singles, some rather rare 45s that I don't mention, but other than that, there's not any sort of grail that I'm after. Anyway, but I found some nice albums at the record show, some great deals at the Antique Mall, and then we stopped off at an estate sale. Second day, the records were $1.50 each. Still some very nice titles to be had. So I'm going to start out with some VCLT from my good friend Steve. He's helping me with my Bob Dylan collection. This is another very early pressing of another side of Bob Dylan. It's just an immaculate 2-eye stereo. Thank you, Steve. What a great album. I love. Hold on. My Back Pages. Absolutely my favorite on this album. Of course, It Ain't Me, Babe. All I Really Want to Do. Chimes of Freedom. Bruce covered that one. This is a phenomenal album. So I can check another one off of my list. Nice white sleeve. We also have the original Epic sleeve, so maybe not. Maybe so. Yeah, Columbia Epic. All right. So now, I think all of these are from the same vendor. Larry, if you're watching, thank you. This man knows how to price records. Great condition, great selection, great prices. This is the first instance where someone recognized me from my channel. And my channel has very, very small reach. So that was kind of interesting. He lives in Buffalo. Again, Larry, great product. The first one was $8. This is a Vertigo Sampler, 2 LP set filled with just fantastic bands from the 1980s. ABC, Big Country, Love and Rockets, The Icicle Works, The Cult, Dire Straits, Tears for Fears. This is fantastic. Perfect condition. As the insert. Come on. This next title is an upgrade. This was $6. The Style Council, The Cost of Loving. This is a very nice promo copy. Beautiful inner. The vinyl is just pristine. Of course, Paul Weller, just a phenomenal singer, songwriter, guitarist. Kind of falls under the radar in the States, but he's just something else. The Jam, one of my favorite bands. So many great tracks. A Town Called Malice. Love the organ on that track. Start. Well, we all know that Beck loved that track. He sampled that track. And then Going Underground. So many great songs. This is quite a departure. But, great artists will always change. They just won't stay in one spot for too long. And that was definitely the case with Paul. And then his solo work from the 90s, just exceptional. All right, This is beautiful. This was $4. Rock albums from the 50s and 60s are getting harder and harder to find in this condition. This music is undervalued, and I love it. Buddy Holly's Greatest Hits. This is a mono copy on coral. I'm probably going to take the shrink off. Has the original inner sleeve in just beautiful condition. And then we have the vinyl with that beautiful label. And all of the hits are on this recording. This was $6. This cleaned up beautifully. It really did. This was a steal. Chuck Berry's Greatest Hits, of course, in mono. Threw it on my record cleaner. Look at that. Hit after hit. To my ears, Chuck Berry never gets old. I found a bunch of Lou Reed titles. Again, a couple of these are upgraded copies that are going to go into my collection. This was $6. Mistrial. Just like new. Of course, you have the title track. You have the original wrapper on this release again. Not his strongest effort, but there are quite a few tracks that I like on the album. $4. Peggy Lee, Pass Me By. I was not going to pass this album by. This jacket is just like new. I know it has the cutout. That bothers some folks. It does not bother me. Fantastic female vocalist. I have not had the chance to play this album yet, but it's filled with some great standards, some contemporary songs. Well, from the time it was released. So you have Hard Day's Night, That's What It Takes, Bewitched. I think I may have this, but we'll see. Lou Reed, No Money Down. This is, of course, white label promo with the original sleeve. Growing Up in Public. I did not own this album. I'm not familiar with the music. I don't know about this one. I'll have to give it a spin. This was $6. Very cool 12-inch mix, In the Closet by Michael Jackson. Four different versions of the track. And the last one, Hold an Old Friend's Hand. Tiffany, $4. I think All This Time was the hit. I think there were 2 or 3 songs released. I don't remember. This is nostalgia. So that's what I bought at the show. Nothing earth-shattering. There was nothing there that I was after. Some of the prices were a bit high. Okay, now we'll look at the Antique Mall albums. This is $1. Bee Gees Greatest Hits. Oh no, I'm sorry, Gold. Bee Gees Gold, Volume 1. cleaned and played the record. It's, well, I'll show you. It's just in near mint condition. Just filled with classics. How Can You Mend a Broken Heart? Well, Al Green stole that song from them. He's not giving it back. That's the version that you wanna listen to. A Holiday, To Love Somebody, Massachusetts, Words, Lonely Days, all classics, pre-disco, but I do love their disco period as well. Run to Me, My World. Maybe that's the only song that I just don't care for. I Started a Joke, New York Mining Disaster. Great stuff. This was $2, H2O, Hall & Oates. This may be an upgrade. And then, let's see. One vendor had their albums priced at 4 for $10. I only really found 3, so they were $3 each. This is fantastic. This is a remix album from 1987. You Can Dance. Has a bunch of remix versions of a bunch of her hits. Holiday, Into the Groove, Where's the Party. Fantastic. She works with Jelly Bean, who she dated, Shep Pettibone, who would go on to work with her and have a more significant role in songwriting and production. Really coming into his own on the album Erotica. Who else? Reggie Lucas? Is he on here? I thought so. Patrick Leonard, who she's worked with for most of her career. This is a great album. And then these are fantastic. Again, you do not find albums from this time period in this condition. This was $3. Bestsellers by Rick Nelson. I'm going to rip off the shrink right now. Look at that. Perfect inner sleeve. And the vinyl matches the condition of the jacket and the sleeve. Rick had quite the career. Actor, singer, great guitar player. Bunch of 50s classics. Bebop Baby. What else? Teenage Doll. Just a Little Too Much. Great stuff. Again, absolutely no ring wear. Just amazing. And then, and this is definitely an upgraded copy. Johnny Rivers Whiskey A Go-Go in the shrink. This is nice and tight, so I'm going to keep the shrink on. And with the original inner sleeve. And this is a true live recording. The audience was not overdubbed into the mix. This is a great version of Memphis, Walking the Dog, Lottie Miss Claudie, Twist and Shout, La Bamba. All songs that I love. I don't know what year this was. I would say the mid to late 60s. Lou Adler is the recording manager. I played this. This sounds fantastic. And actually, there was an extra 10% off that day. I have my receipt. So those were a little cheaper. This was priced at $9.99. So essentially it was $9. Of course I have this album, but this is a record club variant. Does not have the UPC code. Pristine. It has the poster, of course, with the Herb Ritz photograph, famous photo. And I'm ashamed to say, being the Madonna fan that I am, that I did not know that this was her best-selling album. I learned that from watching Catherine S.'s channel. It's just filled with classics. Papa Don't Preach, Open Your Heart, Live to Tell. It's probably my favorite ballad by Madonna. Where's the Party, True Blue, La Isla Bonita. And then you have the RCA Record Club stamp on the back as well. This was $2. This is going to go in my flip box, Worldwide Live, Scorpions, 2 LP set. There's some wear to the jacket, but the vinyl is in, I would say, very good plus condition. All right, we'll finish with the estate sale records. Again, we went on the second day. They just had boxes of $3 albums. They were half price, so obviously $1.50 each. I'm going to start out with some 12-inch remix albums I purchased. All right, you see those shoelaces? You have no idea how long it took me to lace up my pony sneakers in 6th or 7th grade. I went to a Catholic school, spent all that time, all that work. I thought I was it. Sister Lucetta made me take those laces out. I hope she's still in purgatory. That was just inexcusable. Anyway, Let Me Love You, Force MDs. I bought it because of the shoelaces. I do not know that track, but that just brought back that memory. This was a blind buy. It's I would say house music from the mid-'80s. Had a really cool sleeve. It looked to be on an independent label. So all those are good signs. Steve Silk Hurley, Jock Your Body. I played it. It's okay. It has that awful club I think it was an 808 hi-hat beat that was used and used again. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And then Keller Dane, With Every Beat of My Heart. Morris Day, Fishnet. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis produced. Funky track. Minneapolis sound for sure. This was quite a find. I can't believe that some of these albums were picked up on day one. This is Delerice. Black is Beautiful. Again, this is in pristine condition. Look at this beautiful gatefold. And get a load of the inner. This is a thing of beauty. Look at that. Just like new. Soulful, but kind of poppy vocal as well. Kind of a mix of soul and pop. Some great covers of Compared to What. I love Roberta Flack's version of that one. You have Proud Mary. Let's see. You Know How Love Is. Games People Play. Play this album. Definitely enjoyable. Colin James Hay, of course, from Men at Work. This is an upgraded copy. Got it for the promo stamp. Looking for Jack. I don't remember if this is his first solo release after the band broke up. Has some great music on it. This was quite well. These the next two albums were quite the finds for $1.50 each. This is this is the version with the photograph on the back. Uncertain Smile. I call the synth pop from the early 80s. $1.50 for this beautiful Brian Wilson title. Love and Mercy is on this one. I love Rio Grande. Let It Shine. That's a pretty strong track as well. It's on the Sire label. Again, just in beautiful shape. Roxy Music's Greatest Hits, $1.50. Another 50s title that I just could not pass up. Cover is beautiful. Chubby Checker, Bobby Rydell on the Cameo label. And then I think he was I don't know if he was an Olympic athlete. I think he was a runner. This was a blind buy. Lilo Thomas. 80s soul. Haven't had a chance to give this one a listen yet. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed seeing the albums. We'll see you soon.